Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sumaira Hameed and I am class 9th student. Today in front of you, I would like to start my presentation and it will take some notes. And I would like to discuss about the second chapter of physics, that is force and laws of motion. In the first chapter of physics, we learned about motion. Now what causes motion? I will take an example of a wooden block kept on a table. It's not moving, so to move it we have to push it, or to open the door we have to pull it. But why are we doing by pulling and pushing? We were applying force. Now what is force? The pull and push of an object is called force, or in other words we can say force is the capacity to do work or cause physical change. Force applied can change the shape, direction and speed of an object. Or in the other words, we can say force applied can change the state of rest to state of motion and state of motion to state of rest. Now there are two types of forces, balanced forces and unbalanced force. I will take an example so that you can understand easily. What are balanced forces and what are unbalanced forces? What happens in arm wrestling? If both the competitors were applying the same force, their arms would not be moving to the either side. This is because they are applying the same force, and the net force acting on their arms is equal to 0, because none among them had applied the greater force. And the force acting on their arms are balanced. Such forces which are balanced are called balanced forces. And if one among them had applied the greater force, their arms would be moving to the either side, and the net force acting on their arms are unbalanced. Such forces which are unbalanced are called unbalanced forces. Here we observed one thing, that when unbalanced forces are applied, it causes motion. Now, let's look at the laws of motions. There are three laws of motions called Newton's laws of motions. Now, first law. An object tends to remain in its original position until and unless an external unbalanced force is applied. What does this mean? Suppose you are running on the road and someone asks you to stop immediately. Will you be able to do it? No. The answer of this question would be no, because you can do, but gradually, not immediately. And guess what? Is the same story with every object. Every object wants to do what it is doing. If it is in rest, it will remain in rest. If it is in motion, it will remain in motion. And what can change it? Only unbalanced forces can change it. This is in the simple words. An object tends to remain in its original position until and unless an external forces are unbalanced. Unbalanced forces apply. Now second law. Force is defined as the product of mass and acceleration. That is, F is equal to mass into acceleration. So the time is limited. I would like to head myself towards the third law of motion. Third law. To every action there is equal and opposite reaction. What happens when two objects interact with each other? What happens when you place an object on the table? There are two forces. There are two forces that result from this interaction. The force applied by object on the table, and second, the upward force applied by table on the object. Third law means when two objects interact with each other, there is a force on this each object. That's how simple the third law of motion is. At this time, I would like to have my colleagues speak, and I will finish up by saying thanks for your attention, and I sincerely appreciate myself who gave me such an opportunity to present to you. Thank you.